Oh, I forgot to mention spoilers. Oh, spoiler alert for this video. Hi, welcome to a new video. Let's get straight into it. A lot of people know I am a big fan of most sci-fi movies and TV dramas, stuff like that. And recently I have been told that season 4 of, you guessed it, Rick and Morty is coming out Wednesday, the 20th, if any of you are living in the UK and want to know, on E4. And I had not previously watched Rick and Morty, so I decided to go on Netflix and just watch all of it. And top 10. This is going to be a very controversial opinion episode, because I feel like a lot of you around the top 10 is going to be like Pickle Rick and stuff like that, but it's actually a very surprising list. So, we're going to start off with number 10, Season 3, Episode 10. This is the finale of Season 3, I believe. And the only reason I really put this here is because I ran out of ideas, and I was just there like, well, it has a badass fight sequence, and the post-credit scene is pretty funny with Mr. Poopy Butthole just saying season 4's coming, even though it was like broadcast a year ago. But I mean, like, apart from that, this episode doesn't really do much for me. I mean, that's basically everything about this episode. Number 9, Season 2, Episode 10. This is another finale that I thoroughly enjoyed when I first watched it. This is, if you don't know it, this is the one where Birdman gets married and Rick's reluctant to go and stuff like that. It's very funny, and it's also very lore-wise. So it's also very lore-heavy. There you go, lore-heavy. Some people know, well, little people know, who watch my videos, that I am a big fan of lore and story that's very vague in stuff like, Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff. I have to readjust this, I'm sorry. There you go, got that lighting on my face. And, it's very funny, and especially, it gets especially good when Tammy says that she's an agent for the Galactic Federation, and Rick has to flee to Tiny Planet. And I kid you not, I have downloaded the song at the very end of this episode. I've downloaded it, and it's actually the original version of the song. If you've heard of Hurt by Johnny Cash, that surprisingly isn't the original version. It was made in 1997 by a band called 9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch But it's just a really nice moment that shows that Rick does care about his family. I mean, he even posed as Jerry. Who does that? Honestly. Like, it just shows how much he cares, and in Season 3, Episode 1, which is a little sneak peek, it's actually it's up on the list somewhere. In Season 3, Episode 1, Morty says that he abandoned them and everything, but he didn't. He saved them, actually. And it's something that Rick never actually explains to Morty, which I think is a bit sad, but but overall, this episode was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Episode No. Number 8. Season 1, Episode 6. I'll be honest with you, I've completely forgotten which episode this is. No, I've remembered now. It's Rick Potion number 9. This one is very good, and it's a show of how willing the Rick and Morty universe is willing to go to progress its story, full on destroying the Earth to a mantis monster epidemic, and going to a new universe where everything is the same, but Rick and Morty are dead, so that the original Rick and Morty can take their place. I really enjoy the concept of this episode, and it was a very good ending. So anyway, I really like the fact that everyone's just there at this dance, and then everything gets crazy and out of control because Jessica has the flu and she's spreading around this love potion for Morty, and then it eventually gets to the band, so they're just there singing, "I love Morty, and I hope that he loves me," and it just cracks me up. Overall, a very good episode and a show of Rick and Morty's cleverness. I think this is the first one that really shows how good it is, how good Rick and Morty can be. So, yeah. Oh, and there is a mild reference in Season 3, Episode 1, which is higher up on the list, remember, to where this old Earth was at the time, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Number 7. Season 3, Episode 1. The epic season premiere. The prison break. Oh, cool. This has a lot of fan service in it, in this particular episode. Because, it visits the old Earth that was infected by all the Morty-loving mantis monsters. That sounds so weird. And it digs into the grave of old Rick, the one who died at the end of Rick Potion number 9 as well. It has a lot of fan service for Rick Potion number 9, let's just say. It's a very incredible episode, and I'm going to cut this out. Hopefully. I hopefully do. But Rick just always saying that he's going to take a it really makes me laugh. It makes me laugh so much. Because he's just there, and he's like, "I'm going to go take a dump. So just see ya. Bye." In these other person's bodies, and it just really makes me laugh. The way Rick takes down the government is very smart. And I love the fact that Jeremy, that's not even his name. What is life anymore? What does it become? And I love the fact that Jerry has no idea what's going on, and he just crawls all the way home. And it just really makes me laugh. Yeah. And this episode is technically a first-parter to another episode higher up on the list that I'll reveal later, which is kind of a second part for 2 stories, one of which being Season 3, Episode 1, and the other one being higher up on the list, so, stick around. I've said, the amount of times I've said higher up on the list is too much to bear in this video. I apologize if you are scared that I keep on going next to my microphone and just but anyway, I have to speed up because I've only got 3 minutes left of footage on my camera. Anyway. Number 6. Season 1, Episode 2. For this one, I actually know the name of it. Lawnmower Dog. This episode is incredibly smart. It really makes me laugh because the dog is just stood over the bed in this terrifying scenery, and then he just goes, "Where are my testicles, Summer? Where are they?" And it makes me laugh. Also, the side B story to this. Hang on, I've got me notes on this one for once. Here are me notes. The side B story in this thing is so funny because it goes into all these dreams, and there's a Nightmare on Elm Street reference, and there's the fact that Scary Terry calls everyone, beep, and more. And the post-credit scene is just strangely funny because there's just this chill teacher in Scary Terry's old school, and then Rick's there smoking, and you just say like, what? And the last scene is really funny and cute at the same time because, Snowball. My hair is fluffy and white. Yeah. Number 5. Getting into top 5, boys. Season 3, Episode 7. This episode is incredible. I'm not even going to lie. Look at how many notes I've got here. 6 notes. Holy cow. It's so grounded in reality, and it's like, it's the perfect Rick and Morty brilliance and stuff. It's got freaking 4 separate storylines, and it balances all of them out. It gives them perfect screen time. Perfect, that tiny little, like 25% of all of it is just dedicated, it's brilliant. There's themes of depression, hope, evil, presidential campaigning. It's just incredible. It has some really good ideas in it, and there's an epic final reveal with incredible but disturbing scenery. This story is incredible. There's really cool Easter eggs in there. And, old Morty is brutal. Absolutely brutal. And he's just like a true, show of how toxic this citadel has become. And the epic final reveal. Oh, I really want to see more of Evil Morty. I want to see him murder some peeps. That was a bit too dark, sorry. Right. On to number 4. Season 3. You know what episode this is. Season 3, Episode 3. I'm going to say 2 words. And I want you to silently, quietly collect yourself after you have screamed out loud. Pickle Rick. You done? Nice, okay. Then we'll continue. This is, this is Pickle Rick. So stupid. Now, this is a very smart premise. I don't know why I've written that, because it it's a pickle, but it's a very smart premise. The therapy scenes Most people don't really talk about the therapy scenes when they talk about Pickle Rick, but these therapy scenes are incredible. They're hilarious. I love them so much. Solenye, just those scenes where he's in that like bank thing. I don't even know what it is. I don't know, missile center. And this episode is very quotable. Solenye, Pickle Rick. You know, when he just bleeds pickle juice. Oh my god. Rick is a god in this episode. I'm not even gonna lie. He's like a proper god. And when he comes back and he just opens the door of the therapy room, it just really makes me laugh. Because he's just there like, And if he were a normal human, I wouldn't find this funny. The fact that he's a pickle with rat bones attached to his little pickle body with like a brain attached to his back is just too much to handle. On to the final three. Woo! Number 3. Season 2, Episode 4. This may come as a surprise to a lot of people, because this is Total Recall, the incredibly crafted masterpiece episode of Rick and Morty for a lot of people. This is like the best sci-fi premise I've like ever seen, like ever. Doctor Who, out the window. Although there is a Doctor Who Easter egg in season 3, episode 10. Damn, I should have put that in there. Oh. There's a really funny beginning because Rick just walks in and he's suspicious of Jerry's brother right away, and he shoots him, and then everyone's just there like, hello? You know, and Mr. Poopy Butthole, icon. And for some reason, I've put on here, I like Reverse Giraffe's design. I like his introduction, at least. He just goes, you know me, I'm Reverse Giraffe. You know, it's pretty cool. And that final scene is just so badass when he's there just shooting all those guys down, and you know. And the post-credit scene is funny and heartwarming and sad. And there's a really smart title sequence as well. A lot of you people didn't notice that. I did. Mr. Poopy Butthole is in all of the imagery in it. You know? Yeah. Be smart, people. Number two. Ah. We've come to our number 2 spot. Season 2, episode 5.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
Oh yeah.
It's time to get swifty.
Nice. I've based this list off of the amount of notes that I've written down when thinking about these episodes. 9 notes. 9. It's a massive list. It's insane. Anyway, 9 notes. Incredible. Hilarious first 30 seconds, because he just shoots across the camera, and then he comes up and he's like, show me what you got. I want to see what you got. And that newsreel is just so funny. He's so iconic. It's like the meme of the century. And this is the episode where the president is introduced, and he's in a lot of the episodes. And usually these episodes are very funny. It's a funny concept for the Cromulons. I mean, they host a reality TV show about song singing. It's like the intergalactic X Factor. Beautiful. No one thought they needed it in their life, but as soon as it comes along in Rick and Morty, bang! Ooh, thick. Story B is really funny as well, because it follows the cult of the Cromulon, as I've called it. And the ascension scene at the beginning, near the beginning, is hilarious. I love it so much. Get Swifty. Oh yeah, you're gonna get... I've already done it. Iced Tea is really funny, and the post-credit scene is a bit weird, but who cares? It's iced tea. Water tea now. And Head Bend Over. Head Bend Over. And then there's Morty just in the corner going, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Is just, you know, it's nice and it makes me laugh so much. That's all. My number one spot. It's a very surprising spot. I was surprised about it as well. The one who takes the cake. The one who is the best. Season 1, Episode 10. Close Recounters of the Rick Kind. I apologise. Oh my god, I can record for a fudging hour. That's so funny. Sorry, mild disappointment overdue. Let's keep talking about Close Recounters of the Rick Kind. This story, I've got 10 bloody notes on this. 10. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but for a Rick and Morty episode, I mean, Total Recall had seven notes. That's 3 bloody more notes. Look, I had to do a double page spread. Right, let's keep going. The beginning is like terrifying. I was really confused when I first watched it, and I only got it when I started like rewatching it for this episode. It was scary because it's like you thought it was normal Rick and Morty, and then evil Morty and evil Rick come in and they just shoot him in the head, capture the Morty, and then go. And you're like, what? Yeah. The Citadel of Ricks is a really good concept. I'm not gonna lie about that. The creators really think hard for this TV show. That pancake speech, iconic. I think everyone loves pancakes because of that speech now. I'm gonna start a petition. Don't let syruped pancakes go uneaten, or else they will turn into mushed paste. There's a rainbow suspenders guy Easter egg in there. It's not the first time he appeared. He appeared in Lawnmower Dog, which is lower. What number was that? That was number 6. The Morty cloaking is a terrifying piece of imagery. It's really scary. I don't like it. Just saw all those images of the Mortys getting stabbed and stuff. Doofus Rick is really cute and heartwarming. His relationship with Jerry, as I've put here again twice, is so beautiful. And you know, I wish Jerry had a Rick like that. I don't want the normal Rick. I don't want Rick C-137 to go away. I just want Doofus Rick to stay with Jerry, and then Jerry can leave perhaps and just stay with Doofus Rick or whatever. I have really big ears. Sorry, I only just noticed. Evil Rick and Morty are cool. I like the idea, and this note. I've put that random fart when it shows all the Mortys in the cave. It does make me laugh, cause you're just there staring at all these Mortys like, oh my god, what is he doing? And then you just hear, and you know, it cracks me up. And that final reveal is just incredible, and I'm so glad that in Tales of the Citadel he returned and did all the stuff he did, and you know, yeah. So that's my top 10 over, and I just want to finish this episode with a little mini theory about Rick and Morty and the relationship that Rick and Morty have. Now, we are all aware that Rick and Morty are from dimension C137, but if you play through the game Pocket Mortys and you check the stats of Morty, now at the beginning of the game, it's certain that it's the original Rick and the original Morty that we both know and love, that we all know and love from the actual TV show. And sure, it says you go into Morty's stats, which you can find by pressing Your Mortys. If you've got it and want to check this for yourself, you press on Your Mortys, go on Morty, and then check stats. You will find the single most terrifying thing ever. Morty isn't from dimension C137. I know, it's insane. I will literally screenshot something and put it here to give you proof. There you go. There you have it. Right somewhere up there. Rick has changed Mortys in the past. Maybe he's killed his Morty, like MatPat suggested in his theory. But that's incredible, and I'm scared for the future of Rick and Morty. There's going to be like 70 more episodes. Rick and Morty may like fall out. Morty may become evil, like evil Morty. They may team up. Oh god, that's but apart from that, you know, that was my little mini theory. Who knows what's going to happen for the future of Rick and Morty, but I'm so excited for the season 4 premiere. Well, it isn't really the premiere because, you know, America got it 10 days early. Living in the UK is hard, especially when all the good entertainment comes from the US, apart from Doctor Who, of course.